Let's give it a taste. Okay, well, today in this not sponsored video, we are going to review Sparkle Skin Boost Plus from a company called Sparkle Wellness. This is a collagen peptides product. I've been wanting to do this review for quite some time. I'm excited to share it with you. I'm finally getting to it. And today we're going to go through 7 categories: the quality of the ingredients, how much to take and when to take it, possible benefits, possible side effects, the availability, the cost, and the taste. So let's jump right in with quality of ingredients. So before we take a close look at the ingredients in this, first I want to answer the question, is this keto? I want to make sure I'm addressing that for all my keto and low carb friends out there. You're doing a ketogenic diet or a very low carb diet and you're wondering, can I take this? The answer is yes. Yes, you can. There's no carbs, no sugar whatsoever. Now, the caveat is, if you're really trying to make sure you're not going to get kicked out of ketosis, there's something you need to pay attention to. This is a very lean protein. And a lean protein is going to cause an influence on insulin. It's going to spike it up there. If you're really wanting to be careful about staying in ketosis, take this along with a little bit of healthy fat. So if you're going to take this with, say, an herbal tea or your coffee, you want to add in a little bit of heavy cream. Or if you want to do it with a smoothie like I do, I put it in a green smoothie, I add a little bit of extra virgin olive oil. So let's take a close look at the ingredients. When we are evaluating a product, a supplement, or some sort of packaged product, and we're looking at ingredients, there's a couple of things we want to look for. One, how long is the list? Is the list really, really long, or is it relatively short? Is it full of lots of chemical sounding names that are very hard to pronounce, let alone understand? We also want to ask, well, how much sugar is there? Are there added sugars? If it's sweetened with something other than sugar, what are they using? Does it contain oils? If so, what kind of oils does it contain? Are the ingredients natural? Does it contain artificial ingredients, artificial flavoring, artificial coloring? And what about preservatives? So these are some things that we want to keep in mind. If the list of ingredients is relatively long, like really long, you've seen them, you know what I'm talking about, and it's full of ingredients that are very chemical sounding and very difficult to pronounce, let alone understand. If there's lots of added sugars, partially hydrogenated oils or any kind of industrial seed oil, if there's a lot of artificial flavors, artificial coloring, a long list of preservatives, these are things that should raise a red flag. It should be a warning sign for you to take a closer look. It should give you an idea, or should tell you that this may not be something that's going to move your health in the direction that you want it to. So when I look at this, we look at the ingredients on this one, I see that there's very few ingredients. There's not this really long list, and all the ingredients are pretty easy to understand. They have vitamin C, hyaluronic acid, Verisol Collagen, and it says Verisol bovine collagen peptides. There's a little bit of sodium, but that's probably what they're probably using that as a preservative, and it's just a very small amount. For me, that is very comforting to know that, one, it's a very short list. I recognize every one of them. I like that they are adding vitamin C. When it comes to collagen, when you are taking a collagen supplement or you're consuming collagen from natural food sources, it's not like we're building a clay sculpture. We're not just taking more clay and adding it, and then so you have more clay on the sculpture. Like, we're not taking collagen and adding it to the collagen we already have. It doesn't quite work that way. We're ingesting collagen and it's broken down into peptides. In this case, it's collagen peptides. Your body goes through a process of taking those peptides and building collagen in your body. We're supplying the building blocks, but your body still has to go through this process of building collagen that your body can use. And in order to do that, you need to have other nutrients. You need to have vitamin C, copper, zinc, silica, and there's a number of things that are involved in that process. I think it's really, really cool that they include vitamin C along with this product. I think that, we can give them marks for that. However, I personally prefer to get my vitamin C from natural food sources. I don't like to rely on supplemental form of vitamin C. That's kind of me my preference, right? And it's kind of me being a little bit picky. It's not going to bring the quality of this down. Again, I think it's a positive thing. That's great. I don't know that it's absolutely necessary, but it's cool that they put it in there. The other thing that's awesome is they include hyaluronic acid. So they have, I think it's 100 grams of hyaluronic acid. Let's see, yeah, 100 milligrams. 100 grams would be way too much. But 100 milligrams of hyaluronic acid. As far as I know, that's the most hyaluronic acid I have seen in a collagen supplement. If we take Vital Proteins, they also have a version of their collagen that includes hyaluronic acid. And if I remember correctly, they include 90 milligrams of hyaluronic acid. Now, if you've seen another one that has more than that, please let me know. For me, that's a pretty big plus for this product. It's really cool that they're doing that. Now, even though this has probably more than most other collagen supplements in terms of hyaluronic acid, I still feel like it's a little bit shy of where it should be. Having done a lot of research and reviewing hyaluronic acid, multiple hyaluronic acid studies, I have seen those studies range from about 85 milligrams to 640 milligrams, somewhere in that range. But the vast majority of them in between that 80 and 640 milligram range are right around 200 milligrams. That's the bulk of the studies that are being done in humans for hyaluronic acid and benefits of hyaluronic acid. As far as I'm concerned, this falls a little bit shy, even though it's better than most other products. It would be nice if it had just a little bit more. It's going to still give you a benefit. But for me personally, I think that if it had a little bit more than that, it would be, even better and closer to what you would want to see in a hyaluronic acid supplement. Even though they're not focusing on that, they're including it. So I wanted to point that out. Okay, so the star of the show, of course, is the Verisol Collagen. Verisol is a highly bioactive form of collagen. It's made by a company called Cellulite. Now think of Cellulite not as a name brand, but as a supplier of Verisol Collagen to other brands. There's multiple brands out there that include Verisol Collagen. Vital Proteins, for example, they have their professional version. They have the blue one, the pink one, the green one, and those include Verisol Collagen. Okay, so it's not just a sparkle wellness thing. You may have heard of it. There's a lot of hype around it. There's a lot of benefits, and there's really good science around it, which we're going to talk about in a little bit. So what really makes this product sparkle is the Verisol Collagen. And in this particular one, Skin Boost Plus, there are 5 grams of Verisol Collagen, which is important. We'll talk about that in just a minute. So when we look at the ingredients overall, if I was to give it a ranking on a scale of 1 to 5, this is really close to a 5. I'd like to give it a 5, but me being really nitpicky, I would say a 4.8. What would make it a 5 would be if they had more hyaluronic acid. They're putting it in there, right? I would like to see the full amount. I would like to see 200 milligrams of hyaluronic acid in each serving. The downside to that would make this quite a bit more expensive, and that's probably what they're trying to do. They're trying to balance it out with how can we make this really amazing product and not be overly priced. Okay, so how much should we take? So let me show you something really quick. See this little container right here? This has 30 servings in it, okay? See this gigantic container right here? See the comparison? Vital Proteins, collagen, this is their standard version. I've talked a lot about this on my channel. And this has 30 servings. Wait a minute. Why is this so small? This is collagen. And why is this so big? This is collagen. And this has 30 servings compared to this with their 30 serving. What's going on here? It actually goes back to what we talked about earlier. Verisol Collagen is highly bioavailable, so you only need a small amount to get the similar benefits to something like this. So in this one, you're gonna wanna get a minimum of about 10 grams per day. People will take anywhere between 10 to 20 grams per day. This one, or Verisol specifically, you only need about 2.5 grams. Now, this one, the Skin Boost Plus version, right? This has actually 5 grams of Verisol, and that's really all that you need. So when it comes to how much should we take, you really only need to take 5 grams, and it should really be 1 serving of this. I think there's a scoop in here. We'll find out later. If that's the case, you only really need to do 1 scoop. That brings us to our next question: when should we take it? So think about collagen as more like food. This is an addition to your daily diet. It's not a medication. So the timing of it does not have to be very precise, right? You can take this in the morning, you can take this after a workout, you can take it in the evening. The best way to think about it is take it whenever you think you're going to be the most consistent. If you feel like just getting up in the morning, that's one of the first things you do in the morning, then that's when you should take it, if you can do it consistently. If for you, if you're part of your routine to go to the gym or do your workout, whatever you do, you come home and you have like a post-workout type of meal or something, and you feel like you can do that consistently, then do it then. If you can make it a regular part of your evening routine, then do it then. A lot of people like to take it at night because it helps them sleep. I personally like to take this in the morning. So you'll just have to decide, well, when can you take it consistently on a daily basis? And then that's probably the best time that you should take it. Hey, if you're liking today's video, please hit the like button and remember to subscribe. Thank you. Okay, so how about the benefits? Well, in order to kind of discuss the benefits, I'm going to look over here at my laptop and go through some notes. We're going to go through some studies, and all of these studies I'm going to link in the description below in case you want to read them. Now, the first one is a double-blind placebo-controlled study. They took 69 women between ages 35 and 55 years, and they were looking for higher skin elasticity. They gave them collagen, or Verisol Collagen specifically, and it revealed that Verisol Collagen leads to significantly higher skin elasticity, and that was up to 15% compared to the placebo treatment. This effect could be measured after just 4 weeks. So after 4 weeks, they're seeing an improvement in skin elasticity, and this persisted after 8 weeks of oral Verisol Collagen administration. So there was another study, and this one showed they were looking for reduction in wrinkles, and that's what they found. More than 100 women aged between 45 and 65 years showed that oral administration of Verisol Collagen 2.5 grams per day significantly reduced wrinkles after just 4 weeks. So remember, we were saying you only really need 2.5 grams per day. This one has 5 grams, so we got our bases covered, right? So let's look at a third study. The third study was another double-blind, randomized, placebo-controlled study, which is the gold standard. That's really what you want to look for. And they're not always perfect, but that's kind of the gold standard of scientific studies. And in this study, it showed improvements in skin surface structure and decreased cellulite. Whoa, that's cool. Who would have known that taking a collagen supplement could improve, meaning decrease cellulite? That's pretty awesome. The effect was measured after 3 to 6 months of supplementation. Verisol supplementation also reduced the waviness of the skin, with first results visible after 3 months, but more pronounced after 6 months. Yet another study, we'll look at this one more. This was bioactive collagen peptides, which is what this is, Verisol bioactive collagen peptides. It says that it can help to improve growth and health of fingernails. I have to tell you, when I first started taking collagen a little over 2 years ago, the very first thing that I noticed, and I wasn't even taking Verisol collagen, that I was taking Vital Proteins, this is their standard version, right, which has been awesome. And the first thing I noticed was my fingernails, they were growing like crazy, super fast. In fact, they're still growing like crazy, and I have to cut them. They're too long right now. I don't know if you can see that, but so in this study, it showed that a decrease of cracked and or chipped nails after just 2 months of treatment, reaching a decrease of 42% after 6 months. So it made their fingernails stronger. Verisol led to a statistically significant improvement in nail growth after 3 months of treatment. At the same time, there's a notable improvement in nail peeling and a clearly decreased nail edge irregularity. 80% of the patients were completely satisfied with Verisol Collagen, or their Verisol treatment, and 75% of women perceived their nails as longer. 71% said their nails grew faster and became longer. So these are really good numbers, 80%, 75%, 71%. That said, there's like 20 to 30% where people might not have been super satisfied or might not have noticed those same results. So it's important to keep that in mind as well. Even though this sounds amazing, it's not 100% for everyone. So let's talk about now possible side effects. When it comes to collagen supplements, side effects are pretty rare, but if they do happen, usually it's going to be some kind of gut discomfort. For example, I have taken a lot of different collagen supplements. I've tried a bunch of them. Of all of them, I've been just fine until I tried their Vital Proteins Professional product, which also has Verisol Collagen we mentioned about earlier. When I took this one, I don't remember if it was a week or 2 weeks or what it was, but I started experiencing some pretty significant constipation. And oh man, it was enough to where I just couldn't keep taking this because I'm all plugged up. It was very uncomfortable. So I had to stop. I'm hoping that my experience with this one is going to be better. I'm a little bit doubtful because they both have Verisol Collagen, and I'm trying to figure out, or I'm trying to isolate that, whether it's the Verisol specifically or if it's something else. Both of them have very few ingredients, so I'm guessing it's probably the Verisol. Maybe my body, my digestive tract just isn't down with Verisol Collagen. We'll see. So other possible side effects when taking any type of collagen supplement, whether that's one that has Verisol or not, could include gas, bloating, diarrhea, and constipation like we just talked about, or headache, dizziness, trouble sleeping, or even a skin rash. And in very rare cases, people might experience anaphylaxis, which is a scientific way of saying an allergic reaction. If that happens, then you need to stop immediately and go seek medical attention, because then it can get kind of dangerous. Once again, side effects with taking collagen supplements tend to be very, very rare, but they can happen, and hopefully this information gives you an idea of what to expect if you actually do experience side effects. What about availability? I found this on Amazon, I found this on their website, and also another website called foreignmolamarts.com. I've never heard of that before. If you've seen it on other websites, please let me know. If you've seen it in stores. I haven't seen it in stores, I haven't gone looking, specifically for it in stores, but I don't remember seeing it in any of the places that I've gone. If you have, please let me know in the comments below. That would be interesting. But as far as availability is concerned, I'd give it a pretty low score, about 2.5 out of 5, just because it seems like the only option is to buy it online. Thankfully, most of us have access to ordering things online. If you don't, well, you may have a hard time getting this. All right, so let's move on to cost. As I mentioned, I got this from Amazon, and I paid $42.58. One thing we notice about Amazon is the prices will vary. They'll go up and down. In fact, I looked at this again just a few days, maybe a week after I ordered it, and the price was $39.50 for a one-time purchase. If you do a subscribe and save, you can get it for $35.55. So there's a little bit of a discount there. If you go on their website, you're going to see it for a one-time purchase of $39.50, which is exactly what it was. I just got stuck buying it, paying a little bit more for this, I guess. If you go on their website again and you do a subscribe and save, you can get it for $35.55. So you will get a little bit of a savings there. It's about the same on Amazon. If you see it for more on Amazon, just wait for a few days and it will go down. And if you don't want to wait, go to their website and just order directly from their website. Let's compare that to what I would consider probably their closest competitor, the Vital Proteins Professional version. I paid $59 for this on their website, and you can do the subscribe and save option, and you'll get it for $44.25. Once again, 30 servings, 30 servings. Of course, I don't know, maybe they've changed their prices. I haven't looked for a while, but if I'm comparing the two, this is the better deal. This is the better option. So from a cost perspective, hopefully that gives you an idea. It would be nice if it was less than that, but when we're comparing it to the other options available, this is very fairly priced. Okay, so that brings us to taste. Let me open this up. I haven't opened this yet. I haven't tasted yet. I wanted to do this on camera for this video. Okay, right away it's kind of got that sealed. Ooh, and there is a scoop. Unlike other popular collagen products, they have a scoop. Awesome. I got my water and my cool blue straw in this clear glass. The grains the powder looks pretty powdery. It looks like sand, actually. It's not very fine. One scoop, here we go. This size right here. Let's put it in here. Right away, it kind of floats a little bit, and you can see it dropping down, very flaky. Well, my experience has been with collagen that they very, very rarely mix well in like a cooler temperature water. I want to taste this. This is their unflavored version. What I've noticed also is unflavored does not mean that it's flavorless. There's usually still a flavor. And you can see that just like most other collagen brands, this is not mixing extremely well. This is like kind of a little bit cooler than room temperature water. Let's give it a taste. Okay, well, it does not taste awesome. It's not horribly bad. It's that very typical collagen, unflavored but not flavorless collagen taste. I don't like it. That, it's not making me gag. I could get through it, but it's not something that I would prefer to do. It's not something I would recommend. So when it comes to taking this collagen, don't go purely on taste. Go on the science. Go on the benefit that you might get, these possible benefits that, very highly likely, based on the studies, that you're going to see some good benefits from taking this collagen. I would recommend taking it with something. Like my personal preference is I make a green shake, like it's either kale or spinach along with a handful of mixed berries, typically blueberries or strawberries or blackberries, raspberries, something like that. And I add some sort of sweetener along with some water. The sweetener is usually monk fruit. Add my collagen and I'm good to go. It tastes great. This, I'm gonna drink it because I don't want to waste a serving, but this does not taste great. It is not good. Really not good at all. I'm going to take this for the next 30 days and see if I have any, strange side effects like I did when I tried this other one right here. Earlier we talked about hyaluronic acid. Hyaluronic acid and collagen go hand in hand in helping promote optimal skin health. If you want to learn more about hyaluronic acid, check out this video right over here.